Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Ameya and we are discussing Ultimaker Cura settings for your 3D printing files. In this video, we will be talking about the preview sections and various visualizations which are available in preview sections. Now, once you prepare a file for with various settings which are available with the prepare options, you can always move to preview options and see how my part is going to be printed. That is what the main advantage of Cura software is. It provides you the best visuals for the 3D printing. Okay, so when I go to preview, let's say I am slicing this software, slicing this part for the 40% infill density and with supports generated, and I am just going to preview options once it is sliced. So after slicing, it is showing 25 minutes and 2.18 meters of the material. I am going to preview this part, and this is how the preview will look like. Okay, now let us see the different options which are available in preview. Okay, once you have this part, the first option is view type, and by default it will be in layer view. So it is basically showing every layer, so you can just scroll up and down to see the different layers. Okay, let us get into detail. The second option is called X-ray view. Now this is the special feature which is provided by the Cura. So what X-ray view will give you is, X-ray view will give you the errors which are generated from the 3D CAD file while meshing a file. Okay, so whenever you transfer from your 3D file to STL file and STL file to G code, it is there are chances that some of the features will get excluded, okay, or avoided, or some of the features will generate errors while meshing. Okay, so X-ray view will give you the those error regions which are missing or which are having errors in meshes. Okay, those will be highlighted in red color. Okay, right now this part is very simple, there is no issue with my file, so that's why it is not showing any red file. And let me remind you, Ultimaker Cura is also having inbuilt program which will modify and optimize your design for error free 3D printing G code file. So most of the times Ultimaker takes care of your errors which are there in actual 3D model in 3D printing. Okay, so just check whether every time whether X-ray view is giving some red values or not. Most of the times it will not be there. Let's see what are the different things in layer view options. Okay, so right now color scheme for layer view option is material color. So there are different color schemes which are available. Material color is basically showing you the different kind of material. Right now we are only using Ultimaker Extended 2, so that is only having one extruder property. Okay, you cannot add extra extruder in Ultimaker Extended 2. It is not in system itself, actual 3D printer itself. So that's why it will not give you the option of adding extruder. So that's why your material and support both are shown in the same color. Okay, so let us see that later. Let us go to line type option, and in line type, if you see, there are different line types which will visualize the different parts. So there are extruders, there are travels. By default travels will be off. This is basically a tool travel. This will show you the tool travel. Then helpers are your support structures. Shell is the outside part and infill is the inside part. So you can just switch on, switch off. You can, if you want to see only infill, you can see the infill. You want to see only shell, no infill, you can see the how structure is getting created. Okay, there is a top layer and there is a bottom layer. Okay, so you can switch on, switch off depending upon your requirement. And what basically you can do is you can play the actual how it will print. Okay, so I am just at the bottom you will find this play option, and it will play the visualization or video for printing this specific layer. Okay, so I am just putting it into the isometric view and I am saying play. It will show you the nozzle and it will show you how first brim will be created, sorry, first the dense density, 20% infill density will be created, then the actual layer, and then these are the supports which are being generated, that is the bottom layer. And this is how your this layer printing will do. Okay, you can check at the different layers. I am changing a layer, I am playing it. So first always supports will be created of that layer, and then the infill, and then the outer part. Okay, so this helps you to visualize how the actual part is getting printed before going to the printer itself. Okay, so if you want to do some modifications, you can always do modifications just by looking at this visualization option. Now there is one more option, that is travel option, and this basically shows you the tool travel. Okay, so if you see, there are very light blue color lines which are showing the tool travel or the extruder travel. Okay, so if I play any of the layer, it will also show me the travel of tool. Okay, you can see the blue line, this is the travel where it is not depositing any material. Okay, that's why it is very thin line, and it is showing the tool travel. So this travel, if we can reduce this travel, that is basically we are reducing the time required to travel tool from one location to other location. Depending upon the orientation, this will save the actual final time. Okay, so this 25 minutes will change if you try to change the orientation depending upon tool travel. Okay, then you have feed rate. If you have a different feed rate for different things, you can always go with a feed rate view. Then there is the option of layer thickness. Right now we are not changing a thickness, but if you are changing layer thickness gradually as part is increasing, you can always go with these options to see what kind of changes are getting there in layer height. Okay, so these are the different options. Let me show you how the different material will look like. I am just changing a printer here to Ultimaker 3. You can add printer. I am just changing to Ultimaker 3, and I can add two different materials. It is a two extruder printer. So I am adding PLA and I am adding say PP or ABS. Just for your reference, I am adding ABS for now. And then you can go into preview, and in materials option you will find two different layers. Oh, first you have to slice it, and then in preview in materials option you will find two different colors, and this is how the tool will travel. Okay, this is the tool part. So for Ultimaker 3 extended, the location, the origin of this bed is at the back side. For Ultimaker 2 extended, it is in the front side. So this is how your tool will travel. And why this traveling time is increased? Because of the material, different materials you are using. So every time I have to change material or extruder for the specific time. So you can see there is a drastic change in my timing and also the material length. Okay, so this green color is your support structure, and this yellow color is the actual print. Okay, so this is how you can visualize different things in preview option. I will just go to back to Ultimaker extended 2, slice it, and go to preview. Okay, you can visualize different layers from the bottom, from the top. You can play those things, and you can have different view options which are available in preview stage. That is the second stage of your Ultimaker Cura. Okay, so this is what I want to discuss in this video. Let us meet in next video for more advanced options which we can do in Ultimaker Cura. If you like this content, do subscribe my channel, follow my channel, check out the playlist for Ultimaker Cura in playlist section, and share a word about channel with your friends, those who want to learn how to generate the 3D ready 3D printing file with Ultimaker Cura. Okay, thank you for joining.